Ready, Jimmy? It is. All right, well, we are live here on Blue Eagle News, and we're so glad you could join us again here on YouTube. It's time for this evening's contest between Avon and Wethersfield. It's another boys basketball contest here in the Great Nutmeg State, as we've got starting lineups coming up right now.
Go ahead.
Good evening. And it appears the public address mic is not plugged in. So we're going to have to plug that in here. And allow me to take a few seconds to plug in our public address mic here. As this doesn't appear to be plugged in. We pass that along. Thank you very much. And so we are situated by the scores table, and there it is, plugged in. We're situated at the scorers table by the Avon managers for this evening's contest, and they've told me to give an audible warning for this evening's contest, and we're just ready to get started with starting lineups. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wethersfield High School for the following contest between visiting Avon High School and your Wethersfield Eagles. The following contest is being conducted under the direction of Assistant Principal and Athletic Director Mr. Mike Maltesi and Principal Mrs. Siobhan O'Connor. Sports medicine services are provided by Hartford Hospital Athletic Trainer Mr. Scott Applebaum. It is the hope of the high school administration, game officials, coaches, and players that the spectators will enjoy the contest in a spirit of good sportsmanship. Please note that the use of profanity and inappropriate behavior will not be tolerated at any student-centered events. Also a reminder that all in attendance this evening must be wearing a mask or face covering over their mouths and nose at all times during tonight's contest. We, the students, athletes, and staff of Wethersfield High School, are proud of our school and want to extend a warm welcome to our guests. And when the action begins, the officials for tonight's contest will be Joe Clerkin and Tony Budzik. And now it's time for this evening's starting lineups. First, for visiting Avon. Starting first, number 3, Isaac Aguilar. Number 32, Emmett Borenstein. Number 14, Aiden Serb. Number 5, Cameron Dewisick. And number 13, Tyler Brokenshire. Avon is led by head coach Chris Pedra and are assisted by Charles Akwandu and Brandon Harris. And now for your Wethersfield Eagles. Starting first, number 12, Tommy Jack Veritas. Number 23, Andrew Knapp. Number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. And number 4, T.J. Smith. Your Eagles are led by head coach Brian Finelli and are assisted by Mark Bagdasarian and Jim Chavone. We now ask at this time that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor the brave men and women defending our freedoms at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
of our numbers on YouTube.
And so we are live here on Blue Eagle News on YouTube. If you're just joining us, my name is Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles, alongside you tonight here from the gymnasium, and it's going to be a good one. The Avon basketball team coming into play Wethersfield for tonight's contest. Should be an excellent one as the Eagles are chasing another win to add to the column tonight. It's a wide range of action from around the state for Wethersfield High School. Boys ice hockey will kick off pretty soon down at the International Skating Center of Connecticut in Simsbury as they look to sweep the Trojans. They look to go 2-0 in season meetings between the two teams, and that should be an excellent one to watch. But here at home, it's Wethersfield and Avon. TJ Smith to take the tip. He'll be going up against number 32 on the tip-off, and Emmett Borenstein. On the floor for Wethersfield is Daly, Freitas, Knapp, with Ruiz, Rivera, and Smith on the court. Daly takes the ball, and he'll run it up towards the top of the court. Outside the perimeter, it's Ruiz, Rivera, who posts up for a shot just off the rim. Here comes Avon with it now on the floor, as quickly down by the corner. Outside the perimeter, they work it again. And towards the top of the paint, they work briefly inside the perimeter. 7.5 minutes to go, inside the paint again. It's Avon. Still working the ball, almost playing a game of around the world here. They take a shot from the top of the key, and that is going to miss. On the floor for Avon is Isaac Aguilar with Emmett Borenstein. As the Eagles bring it up, they'll be alongside Aiden Serb, Cameron Dewisick, and Tyler Birkenshire. All on the floor for Avon. Avon in the navy blue jerseys, white lettering, and red trim. Eagles in the blue jerseys with, or the white jerseys with blue lettering, no trim. Wethersfield looking to draw first blood. Inside the paint, Tommy Daly sets up and scores. Eagles 2 by number 12, Tommy Daly. And this one goes back into the paint, outside the perimeter. They work it inside, top of the key, back outside the arc. To the corner. It's going to be Avon who has the ball. They work inside, back to the opposite corner. Looks like that's Aguilar who puts up a shot. Can't bring it down. Last time these two teams met, it was in Avon. Avon came away with the victory. Freitas for three, and almost got it. Not quite. Andrew Knapp runs in for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called. We are just about 32 against Avon. Avon foul assessed to number 32, Emmett Borenstein. His first of the game. Eagles possession. So that'll be his first of the contest here tonight. Back out to Knapp. Knapp to Ruiz. And Freitas from the corner. Bang! He got it. Eagles 3 by number 5, Jack Freitas. And so now working over and around to number 13. Working inside the paint, tight coverage, right under the hoop by Wethersfield. Avon to the corner, top of the court. To the opposite corner again, number 5 has control of the ball, and that being Cameron Dewisick. A shot from the paint, or not from the paint, from the arc. That one misses. A nice block on the pass by Avon, that again being by Dewisick, and a steal by Wethersfield. Back down the court comes Freitas. Freitas puts up a layup, and he just misses it, almost an air ball. As we are nearly 3 minutes into tonight's contest. First substitution for Wethersfield will come in as a foul is assessed. Looks like Jomar Feliciano will come in. Wethersfield foul assessed to number 5, Jack Freitas. His first of the game. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 11, Jomar Feliciano, and number 32, Ethan Lemos. So Avon gets the possession here. It's Dewisick. He'll set it in, up to Aguilar. Aguilar moves to the top of the zone. Back outside to number 13, tries to go up, does not come down with the shot. Feliciano to Ruiz Rivera. Ruiz runs up the court, he's got a lane, a layup, and it's good! Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. Avon calls a 30-second timeout.
And so once again, we'll try to get you some scoring updates from not only around the league, but around the CIAC as boys hockey again taking on Simsbury later tonight at the International Skating Center of Connecticut. And again from Simsbury. Simsbury on the 3-game losing skid there. Wethersfield, their last game being an OT winner against Glastonbury. And a thrilling contest from the Newington Ice Arena. Boys hockey back in action on Saturday. They take on the Farmington Valley Generals, an 8 p.m. face-off, and girls basketball back in action. And that'll be here 6:45 on Friday night. Coach Brian Finelli bringing a stoppage to play as he'll mop up a little slippage down on the court surface right in front of the Eagles bench. We've got 4:55 to go in the first quarter of action, and it is a 7-0 lead. Nothing a touchdown won't fix, but unfortunately this is not football. But there is still a lot of basketball to play, and if we saw that girls basketball game from last night, anything can happen in a quarter. A steal by Andrew Knapp, Freitas over to Ruiz Rivera. Avon calling over two subs. Once again, Ruiz Rivera inwards to the paint to Knapp. Ball goes out of bounds, Eagles retain, and 2 subs for Avon. Looks like they're going to try and call him in. This will be number 2 in Jad Elda, as well as I believe number 20, Arsh Moza. Inbound for Wethersfield. Set over Ruiz. He got it.
Eagles 3 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
And a time called for subs.
Subbing in for Avon, number 2, Jad Elda. And number 20, Arsh Moza.
So Moza and Elda come into the game. The inbound by Avon as they trail by double digits. It's 10-0 start. Eagles with the momentum out of the gate as we're nearly midway through this first quarter. Here comes a layup, and the first points for Avon.
Avon 2 by number 20, Arsh Moza.
And the inbound by Freitas to Knapp. Back to Freitas by the baseline. They work out of their own zone. Here's Freitas. He's got control of the ball. He'll send it over to Lemos. Lemos tries to get it to Knapp, and if you recognize those 2 names, they were both on the football team as critical parts. Ruiz Rivera tries a long-range layup that does not connect. It's 10-2, 3:40 to go in the quarter. Inside comes Avon from beyond the arc. They work back inside the perimeter. Nearly a misstep, gives away the ball. Freitas pressuring immensely. Now back over to Feliciano, who is on the defensive. Then again, Freitas pressuring in front of the student section. Here's Avon, and a monster block results in a foul. Andrew Knapp, the big man, but Feliciano called on the foul.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 11, Jomar Feliciano, his first of the game. 2 shots.
A monster block, and here comes Tommy Daly. He's going to sub back in for Wethersfield. There's a great block by Wethersfield, but just a little too aggressive, results in a foul and 2 shots from the charity stripe. They go 1 of 1.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 12, Tommy Daly.
And so for Avon, they're 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. Here comes number 2. 100% from the line tonight. It's 10-4. Back to Freitas and now to Daly. Daly looking deep, but he's going to dribble instead. Daly brings it up top of the court. Now to Lemos. Lemos, opposite end of the court to Daly. Daly to Freitas, and Freitas looking. He'll give a touch and go to Daly. Daly works again, top of the court. Freitas again. Freitas to Knapp. Knapp to Daly. Daly being covered by Arsh. That is Arsh Moza. A little too strict on the coverage and a foul here.
Avon foul assessed to number 20, Arsh Moza, his first of the game, Eagles possession.
And so it'll be Ethan Lemos, one of the prominent receivers of the football team this fall. now playing a prominent role on the basketball team as he gets a touch and go. To Tommy Daly by the corner. He works out. Over to Feliciano. Feliciano to Freitas in the paint. Freitas loses control of the ball, but it bounces off an Avon player. And this will remain in Eagles' possession with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. It's a 6-point contest. Eagles have gone a little cold from the floor as of late. Started hot. And it looks like Knapp will get fouled on his way up with the layup. Officials for tonight's game, Joe Clark and Tony Budzik. Foul called against number 32, I believe.
Avon foul assists to number 32, Emmett Borenstein, his second of the game.
See Borenstein called on the foul. Andrew Knapp hits his first on the Eagles', I believe, first trip to the stripe tonight. 3 fouls for Avon, 2 for Wethersfield. Knapp will go 1 of 2 as he front rims the second shot. It's 11-4. 2.5 minutes to go here in this one. In the backyard of Connecticut's capital here in Wethersfield.
Avon 2 by number 13, Tyler Brokenshire.
And a steal, big steal by Avon. They're looking to strike another 2. Back outside the arc, top of the key, pass goes off the hands of one of the Avon players, that being number 3, Isaac Aguilar. Aguilar controlling, works inside the perimeter, to the corner. They'll dribble towards the top of the key, now outside the perimeter. Once again working over.
Isaac, get the ball!
And so here it comes, and a tip by Wethersfield, and Lemos comes away with it. Lemos to Feliciano with under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. A near misstep on the pass, works Tommy Daly back to the top of the court. Daly to the top of the key. Corner for Feliciano, just overshoots it. Daly gets it back in the corner. Daly to Lemos. Lemos working by the top of the perimeter, into the paint he goes. And it looks like a travel will be called here. And with 1.5 minutes to go, a travel is ruled against Wethersfield, and it'll be Avon possession. 1:31 if you want to get specific about time here in the first quarter. Avon starting to find their footing offensively and defensively here. Here's a nice tip by Feliciano. Falls into the hands of Daly, back to Feliciano for 2, and he got it.
Eagles 2 by number 11, Jomar Feliciano.
1:15 to go as we approach the final 60 seconds of the first stanza of the scoring line. Back to the corner for Avon, inside the perimeter. A little shove on the backwards pass from the top of the perimeter. 3 ball doesn't go. Looking for a putback.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
And another strong rebound by Avon off the last miss. Back up again, top of the key. Shot just off the rim and wide. Another rebound. The Eagles have got to box out here. They are giving away the ball.
That's a shot.
Out of bounds.
Celtic.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. And number 4, T.J. Smith.
And so with 42.6 to go, Smith and Ruiz check in for Wethersfield. 13-6, and the Eagles failing to box out here late in the quarter. They're practically oozing rebounds underneath the basket. Here's Avon. They work top of the arc. Back over. Still beyond the arc. Working inside only briefly, and a foul will go against Wethersfield. This will be their 3rd team foul and results in a possession.
Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 11, Jomar Feliciano. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 34, Ryan Gagne.
So Gagne will check into the contest. 22.7 to go. 13-6 the score here from Wethersfield. Inside the paint, and the layup is good.
Avon 2 by number 13, Tyler Brokenshire.
And so here it comes. About 10 seconds to go. Gagne for 2. He got it.
Eagles 2 by number 34, Ryan Gagne.
And with a second to go, time expires. We've got a quarter in the books. Eagles control the tempo, but Avon's closing the gap. We'll be back with the next 8 minutes.
Your score at the end of the first 8 minutes, it's Wethersfield 15 and Avon 8.
And so we are here on Blue Eagle News. 8 minutes in the books, another 8 to go in the first half. 15-8 the score. A lot of 8s on the board tonight. 3 fouls for each team as we enter the second quarter. We've got one stanza of the scoring line finished. And we'll see if Wethersfield can keep it up. As you can see off to the right and left of your screen, semblances of student sections forming around the court. Of course, Eagles looking to continue the success they found in the fall sports season. There's, of course, field hockey making the state finals here at home, playing against Guilford, and then the boys soccer team beating Fitch in the state championship at Dillon Stadium, trying to keep up a little bit of the momentum they've got, as I've been passed a headset by our lovely production team. We've got Luke on the camera tonight and Olivia behind the scenes running the computer, switching the cameras. So Avon will take the ball. It's number 3 who's got control, Isaac Aguilar. Aguilar sets it inward towards number 13, Brokenshire. Brokenshire back to Moza. Back over again towards the top of the perimeter. A 3 ball is made, nothing but net.
Avon 3 by number 13, Tyler Brokenshire.
And quick double team, and it looks like Tommy Daly could have got called in the travel. Layup goes up and down, and there's a 2. Looks like by number 13.
Avon 2 by number 13, Tyler Brokenshire.
That one goes out of bounds. Eagles will retain.
Subbing in for Avon, number 14, Aiden Sir. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 5, Jack Faritas.
Subs for both sides checking in. 7:21 to go here in the first half. It's a 2-point game. Avon applying what appears to be a full court press, double teaming Ruiz. Ruiz going up the high side. He works towards the perimeter. He's got control of the ball. Up to Tommy Daly. Daly now. He's got control. Freitas sets it over to Lemos. And Ruiz sets a shot just wide. Double teamed by Wethersfield. And it might be a little jarring for Coach Finelli if you remember a year or so back, as there's, rimming out. A 3rd time the charm, maybe. Foul. And it'll result in an Avon possession. We're going to have to pause our thought there.
Wethersfield foul against number 4, TJ Smith. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 23, Andrew Nash.
If you remember, I think back as far as maybe 3 years ago, we ended up seeing that the Finelli special was that full court press. And we're seeing Avon utilize that against him, and we'll see what kind of ace he has up the sleeve to beat that kind of coverage. It's a 2-point game. Avon will score. Looks like number 3.
Avon 2 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
Avon will move in a sub. It'll be number 5 will come into the game, Cameron Jowisic. Pressuring on the other half of the court, they work it up to Jack Freitas in a tie ball game. Freitas works into the paint, a misstep by Wethersfield. A high lobbed pass, working to the paint, stolen by Wethersfield. Tie game, and we're 2 minutes into the second quarter. From Freitas to Smith. Smith into the paint. Oh, count the basket!
Count the basket for TJ Smith. Avon foul, assessed to number 13, Tyler Brokenshire. His first of the game, 1 shot.
Brokenshire gets a foul, and you can see head coach Chris Pedra pleading his case to maybe a charge call against TJ Smith. That as such will not be called. Looks like Avon will bring in a sub here.
Subbing in for Avon, number 5, Cameron DeWisick.
And it was Chris Pedra pleading his case for a charging call against Smith, and he'll take a turn at the line. Trying to make this a 3-point game. And it will be 18-15. And right as Avon ties the game, the Eagles jump out in front by 3. It's been a good one coached so far by Finelli and company. We'll see if they can keep it up, as Avon's been perpetually closing the gap. Here's a wide open 3, and he got it, no surprise.
Avon 3 by number 14, Aiden Serb.
So Serb will tie it at 18 with 5.5 minutes to go. Deep pass, intercepted. Looking for 2. A wide open 3 again. They will not take the opportunity. Here's the wide open 3 for Serb. He got it.
Avon 3 by number 14, Aiden Serb.
And for head coach Brian Finelli, yes. Right as I was about to say maybe you should call a timeout, that is exactly what he does. I don't know what it is, but maybe 4 years of this makes yourself a wizard at calling when coaches are going to call a timeout.
Wethersfield calls a 60-second timeout.
It's almost like manifestation. I was about to say, maybe you should call a timeout, and he ends up calling it right at that moment. Cheerleaders will take to the court, and for Coach Finelli, it's got to be odd. Like I said earlier, 2-3 years ago, it was the Brian Finelli special, the full court press, and now you see Avon really utilizing that against this Brian Finelli and Bagdasarian offense. It's really turning into be a great battle. 21-18 the score. We're a few minutes into the second quarter, and we've only got 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half. See Coach Finelli furiously writing down on the clipboard. You're going to see what kind of aces he's got, what kind of rabbit he can pull out of the hat to put the Eagles back in front of tonight's game. If you're just joining me, I'm Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles. So glad to join you here on a lovely Thursday evening. Our play-by-play caster for basketball currently on the IR for the remainder of the week, so I'll be filling in on double duty, and we wish him well. He seems to be recovering well, as we ended up actually receiving a phone call from him in our math class today. His midterm week is just a week away, well, less than a week away, starting up on Monday, unless the dreaded snowstorm tomorrow calls a snow day. It appears if that's the case, midterms are pushed back until that Tuesday. So a little information for the students out there ahead of extra stress on midterm week. Eagles get the inbound. They work it out to Ruiz Rivera, now to Smith. Smith works inside, top of the key, back outside to Tommy Daly. Daly now looking for it. He's going to get it into Andrew Knapp. Knapp careens to the floor, and Avon capitalizes with the steal as 5 minutes, just less than that, remain. Inside of the paint, layup, he got it.
Avon 2 by number 20, Arsh Mosa.
It's gonna be Brokenshire and Mosa, I think, are the two names you're gonna hear a lot tonight. And we're only about a quarter and a half in. Andrew Knapp to Ruiz Rivera. He patiently waits, takes the 2 and drains it.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
So here comes Avon. Brokenshire passes the ball. He'll get it inside to Aguilar. Now back outside, a 3 ball, misses. A tip off the rebound. Here come the Eagles. Ruiz Rivera with the layup.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
Well, it's a 1-point game and 3:50 to go. Avon's readying 2 subs, Wethersfield countering with 1. Inbound was pressured, or not the inbound, but Avon pressured by the baseline, and a 2 by Freitas.
Eagles 2 by number 5, Jack Freitas.
So Freitas takes the lead with 3.5 to go in the first half. 24-23, and this is turning out to be a dogfight tonight. It's Avon who's got possession. They work it to the corner. Freitas gets beat by the man he was covering. Sent back over to Aguilar. Aguilar being pressured by Freitas again. Aguilar drives to the basket and 1.
Count the basket for Avon, Isaac Aguilar. Wethersfield foul assessed to number 4. TJ Smith, his second of the game.
Just fist.
So we'll see one shot here for Isaac Aguilar. And maybe I could stand corrected. Maybe it's Aguilar in Brokenshire you're going to hear a lot tonight. As the free throw is good by Aguilar.
It is Aguilar.
As I'm informed by the Avon managers, I was indeed correct in that assumption. We're set up right here on the scorers table, behind the scenes table, with our production manager Olivia off in the corner. And we have Luke behind the camera this evening. And I do have to say, those two, particularly here almost every night. So big credit for them as Ruiz drains the 3.
Eagles 3 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
So big props to our Blue Eagle News crew, as here's the 3 to retaliate off the rim. 2.5 minutes remain. Looks like we'll see it out of bounds, and the Eagles pick up the ball. Dance team appears to be readying for a halftime performance. Recently won the POM competition at Dancing in the Woods at Valley Regional High School. And the irony there, we'll get you that after the foul is called. It looks like this is a foul coming against Avon, I believe.
Avon foul assessed to number 14, Aiden Serb, his first of the game, Eagles possession.
So recently, the dance team winning the POM competition at Dancing in the Woods at the Woodland Regional High School. The irony in that, at the same weekend, former Wethersfield dance team member, Wethersfield alum, John Lasella, ends up bringing his team to the national championship for college in the POM competition, not only bringing them to that national championship, but also winning. So a big credit to Wethersfield alum John Lasella, now a national champion. Layup by number 2 goes in.
Avon 2 by number 2.
And here comes TJ Smith. Ruiz Rivera, minute 45 to go. Ruiz Rivera, he takes a shot. Front rims it.
Yes, sir!
And it's taken away by Serb. Serb sets it in now to Brokenshire. Brokenshire back to Serb for 3. And he front rims that one. The tip, back out to TJ Smith. Smith brings it down the court. And he counts the bucket again. Smith and 1.
Count the basket for TJ Smith. Subbing in for Avon, number 32, Emmett Borenstein. Avon foul assessed to number 3, Isaac Aguilar, his first of the game, 1 shot.
Minute 21 to go as we approach the final 60 seconds of the first half. With this one, Smith can make it a 2-point game. From the stripe. Misses. The rebound. Out of bounds. Eagles ball.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 12, Tommy Daly.
So Daly will come in, and the Eagles get the inbound. Chance to make it a 3-point game with a 2-pointer. Into Knapp, into Freitas. Freitas to Ruiz for 3, misses.
Tyler, yeah, Tyler.
Pulled back down by Brokenshire. A minute 10 to go.
Switch.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
And so it's Avon in the perimeter. 3 ball goes up. Ooh, will bounce off the overhang of the basket, and that'll be ruled out of bounds. Change in hands of possession. 54.3 seconds to go here in the first half. Now play it smart, and again in high school rules, unless a player touches the ball off the inbound, the clock cannot start. So Tommy Daly, until he touched that ball, the clock would not start. Looks like a foul coming here, and we'll see against 2. Number 2 will get it.
Avon foul assessed to number 2, Jad Elda. His first of the game.
Looks like as they land in the bonus, this should be a 1-and-1.
1-1.
So as the Eagles have Avon journey into 7-foul territory, that sparks the 1-1, and he airballs it. So Andrew Knapp airballs the free throw. Avon looking to possibly hold for last shot, maybe a little too much time for that. It's back over again towards Elda, a shot. Oh, off the rim. Ruiz Rivera pressured heavily, gets a pass off in time. Here's Lemos. Lemos drives to the bucket. Can't get it. 15 seconds to go, and Lemos pressuring defensively. He came from way behind. 9 seconds to go in the Avon bench, giving a countdown. Here's a shot. Oh, for 3.
Avon 3 by number 13, Tyler Brokenshire. With a half in the books, your score, Avon 30 and Wethersfield 29.
And the correction should actually be 31.
Correction with that three-pointer, that makes it a 31-29 game, Avon in the lead.
And so Cheer will go first here for halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention down towards the court for the first part of our halftime entertainment, your WHS cheerleaders.
So we'll start the 8-minute clock here.
Jimmy, I'm going to plug that for a second.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WHS cheerleaders. Keep your attention down on the court for the second part of our halftime entertainment in the WHS dance team.
Sometimes you know what else can we do when we feel low?
are back here from Wethersfield High School. It's a 31-29 contest here on Blue Eagle News. If you're just joining us, my name is Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles, joining you from courtside here at Wethersfield High School. It's been an astounding game to watch so far. It's been back and forth, almost akin to that of a dogfight. This one is good, and it's turning out to be even better. At halftime, you saw the cheerleading team come onto the floor, and the recent winners of the Dancing in the Woods Pom competition, the Wethersfield dance team. Not only that, but their success continues at the collegiate level as John Lasella, dance team alumni who just so happens to be in the house this evening, ended up bringing his team at Hofstra University to the national championship. Not only that, but winning the national championship for Pom. So Wethersfield's dance team excellence continues on in Hempstead, New York with Hofstra University, and that is a major accomplishment. And that's not the only excellence in athletics that Wethersfield has placed. Wethersfield with a couple of D1 athletes on their list, notably Derek Tenney, who currently holds a boys basketball game scoring record playing baseball at the University of Hartford. But he also not only plays baseball at the University of Hartford, but holding a boys basketball game scoring record, scored against Berlin many years ago, my freshman year. In fact, that's how long ago it was, and that record has stood the test of time, dropping over 50 points. Dropping over 50 points on the Redcoats of Berlin High School. And of course, that was 3-4 years ago, so that was a big game for Wethersfield, a team that was loaded with talent like Derek Tenney and Dante Burgos. So some major talent was on that team, making it to the state playoffs, playing an intense final game against Rocky Hill, where the winner of that game right here in Wethersfield would advance to the playoffs, that much akin to that of a wild card game, as Andrew Knapp takes the ball as Wethersfield starts with it. They miss a layup, and here comes Avon, moving in with it. And here's the three ball.
Avon 3 by number 14, Aiden Serb.
Hands!
So Serb drains the three ball. 7.5 to go in the third quarter. And Avon, dare I say, starting to pull away with the lead, 34-29.
Shooter, Isaac!
But once again, if we know anything about basketball, as Ruiz retaliates.
Eagles 3 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
And as I was saying before the three was drained by Ruiz, if we know anything about basketball, especially from last night, anything could happen in 8 minutes. A travel is going to be ruled against Avon. Wethersfield will start with the ball. Again, if you're just joining us, Eagles in the white, Avon in the blue and red. And it's Wethersfield to the corner to Feliciano. Feliciano sets it into Ruiz, back to Freitas for three. Oh, just couldn't connect. Here comes Avon. Pressure by Freitas, a little too aggressive, draws a foul with 6.5 to play.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 5, Jack Freitas, his second of the game. Avon possession.
So with Freitas getting his second foul of the night, Eagles have done a decent enough job at avoiding foul trouble throughout the first half, only accumulating 5-team fouls through the first half. Avon found their way into a little bit of trouble with 7 points. Or not 7 points, sorry, 7 fouls, putting them in the bonus. Looks like we'll see a foul for Avon.
Isaac, you got 2.
Avon foul called against number 5, Cameron DeWissick, his first of the game. Eagles possession.
So after DeWissick gets the foul, it's going to be Ruiz Rivera with the ball. Ruiz sets in. He looks like Avon was looking for a travel there. Freitas calling a little bit of a motion to Feliciano. Feliciano moved out of the corner into the paint. Oh, no and one here as he misses the bucket.
Avon foul assessed to number 14, Aiden Serb, his second of the game. 2 shots.
So we see Feliciano to the stripe. And he makes it. And you notice here on the free throws, almost sacred here in Wethersfield. Almost as quiet as the 18th hole of the Masters. And they make it again. So Feliciano, 2 of 2 to start the half from the stripe. And it's 34 all. Here's Isaac Aguilar. A 3 from the corner. Made it.
Avon 3 by number 5, Cameron DeWissick.
And again, the last time these two met, Avon pulled away with the victory. Wethersfield looking to stop Lightning from striking twice, so to speak, as Ruiz drives to the basket, misses a layup. Here comes Avon, moving in, a shot. Oh, dislodges the net with another 3.
Avon 3 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
So Aguilar, another 3 ball, and it's now a 6-point game, 2 possessions. Inside to Knapp. Knapp, oh, bullies his way to a layup.
Eagles 2 by number 23, Andrew Knapp.
An excellent move. Avon crowd appealing for a charge. Looks like we'll see a foul on Tommy Daly. Daly charged in to get the steal, and he just collides with him.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 12. Tommy Daly is first of the game. Avon possession.
So with Avon getting the ball in a 4-point game, the inbound, they'll go to the back end of the Eagles zone and now to the top end of the court. Ooh, a reach in by Freitas, jars the ball loose, it's recovered. A tip on the layup, doesn't mark it loose enough. Working back towards the corner, inside, top of the key. Back along. Another reach in by Wethersfield, here's a 3. They finally miss one. Back to Freitas. Freitas on the move. Charge against Freitas.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 5, Jack Freitas. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 32, Ethan Lemos.
So Freitas incurs his 3rd foul of the contest. And so now Avon moving the ball. Plays it back. Looking for a chance. Here they come. Avon to the corner. It's number 14 and Serb. Serb works it out to number 32, that being Borenstein, nearly stolen. Timeout called by Avon before a backcourt could be administered. Smart coaching.
Avon calls a 30-second timeout.
And so with that, smart coaching by head coach Chris Pedra. Right before a backcourt would have been called, he manages to get the timeout. That is smart coaching indeed. Nothing more than a quick break to catch your breath here in another exciting contest of Eagles basketball. Eagles basketball and Blue Eagle News will be back in action on Friday night. Same time, same YouTube channel. It is Rocky Hill that comes to town as the girls team looks to rebound off their loss to Windsor. Again, a 6:45 tip-off here from the gymnasium. 40-36. Avon continues to lead. Number 2 inbounds the ball. That's Jad Elda. Elda. He inbounded it over to Aguilar, and Aguilar goes back and forth. Back to Elda, back to Aguilar. Setting up, now inside the perimeter. Aguilar moves it out. They look for somebody now. 13's got control of the ball. That's Brokenshire. Brokenshire set it back to Elda. For 3, Aguilar can't hit. A deep pass to Lemos for 2. Oh, he overshot the layup. 3:15 to go here in this 3rd quarter of action. And here we go.
TV corner.
Back over to Aguilar. Aguilar covered by Lemos. Sent into Elda. Elda outside to Brokenshire. Looks like Finelli was calling for an illegal screen, and a 3-ball is good.
Come on, Isaac.
Avon 3 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
So Avon continuing to strike threes seems to be their strong point throughout tonight's game. Eagles have got to come up with a counter. Knapp, turn around. Can't get it. Feliciano, back to Knapp. Knapp to Daly. Daly works the ball. Pass towards Feliciano, tipped. Avon on the takeaway. Isaac Aguilar drives to the hoop. Blocked, but out on Wethersfield.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 4, T.J. Smith.
So T.J. Smith enters the contest. 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Avon inbounds the ball. A tip by Knapp and a steal by Feliciano. Jomar. He posts up for the shot. Can't hit. 2 minutes to go now in the third quarter. And it's Avon controlling the tempo. And it looks like we'll see a blocking foul against 32.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 32, Ethan Lemos, his first of the game. Avon possession.
Hey, Stevie, go get it. I want to fill the ice.
Wethersfield looking to try and continue to control this tempo. Just about 30 minutes away from puck drop in Simsbury tonight, as it is Wethersfield and Simsbury. Wethersfield looking for the sweep in that series. Minute 50 to go here in the third. Avon looks to try and continue to lead the game, and they do.
Avon 2 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
And 90 seconds remain in the third. It's a 9-point game. Avon in control. They'll send a sub to the table. A shot for 3. Rims around and misses. Rebounded by Avon.
Go, Isaac, go! Go!
Here comes Avon. Down the court. A minute 15 now to go. A 3-ball. Missed. Rebounded by Knapp. Sent out of bounds. Avon retains possession.
Yes, sir. Come on, sir.
Subbing in for Avon, number 14, Aiden Serb.
Serb will come into the contest. A minute 11 to go here in the third. It looks like the refs checking for any slippery spots here on the court. Not the first time we've seen this problem tonight. Saw it out in front of the Wethersfield bench earlier, where Finelli had stopped play to mop it up. Trying to stop some of the spillage. Inbound for Avon. A minute 9 to go. A 3-ball. Missed. Avon rebounds it. Tip.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
So under 60 seconds to go. Avon with T.J. Smith guarding. Here's Aguilar. Back out Isaac Aguilar for 3. Hits it.
Avon 3 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
And Aguilar is hot from beyond the arc tonight. 30 seconds to go in the third stanza of the scoring line. And Wethersfield is stagnated from the floor. Ruiz. Ooh, and it looks like we're going to see a foul before he could get the shot off here.
His second, coach.
Avon foul assessed to number 13, Tyler Brokenshire. His second of the game, Eagles possession.
So Ruiz will inbound it from the baseline to Andrew Knapp. Knapp to Feliciano. Feliciano sends it back to Knapp in the corner. Knapp to Lemos. 10 seconds to go. Lemos inside to Ruiz, who makes the 2.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. It's a 10-point game. Avon leads 48-38.
Well, we go into the final round of this heavyweight matchup, and it's a 10-point lead for Avon.
Come on, A.
And man, oh man, has Avon found their footing late in this one. Wethersfield, is it me or is there a draft in here? Wethersfield going cold from the floor, because they just cannot seem to hit those points late in the game where it matters the most. And it's been an interesting contest to watch so far. It's almost like watching that girls' basketball game last night. Let's just hope there's not a scoreless drought for the next 4 minutes and 12 seconds like there was last night. Yes, I still remember. Yes, I counted. And yes, it was hard to watch. Although the rest of the fourth quarter was fantastic to watch because it came down to the final whistle. And as I stop to take a quick sip of water, if this game follows the same blueprint as the girls' game from last night, minus the scoring drought, this one comes down to the final whistle, we'll be in for exciting basketball for the next 8 minutes. And of course, we see him again on Friday night. Don't forget to join us Saturday night on Castbox. Eagles take on Farmington Valley. The Generals come to Newington Ice Arena. Avon with the inbound from center court. And so, here is Andrew Knapp. Oh, what a move and a layup! Oh my goodness!
Eagles 2 by number 23, Andrew Knapp.
What an around-the-back move by Knapp to get past the defender, and he nails it. Big steal. Here's Freitas. He goes to the basket.
Eagles 2 by number 5, Jack Freitas. Avon calls a 60-second timeout.
Unbelievable stuff from Wethersfield. Quick, fast breaks, and around the back move by Andrew Knapp. And here comes one of the fan favorite cheers by the cheerleading team. And this rally might be kicking off early. 48-42 here in the fourth quarter. Only 34 seconds into the fourth and final stanza. What a night it is turning out to be here in Wethersfield. Looks like no contest Thursday here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a look at the upcoming schedule for WHS Athletics. Starting with Friday night, girls basketball is in the house against Rocky Hill at 6:45. At 5 o'clock, boys swim and dive takes on Manchester and Ram. And on Saturday, boys ice hockey takes on Farmington Valley from the Blue Rink of the Newington Ice Arena. You can get your tickets at the door for each event, and thank you for supporting WHS Athletics.
So a big week. No games on Thursday. It's a day off universally around the state. Well, not universally around the state, but universally for Wethersfield Athletics. Avon under some pressure. Big tip. A steal. Freitas going deep. Pass is a little too hard and a little too hot to handle. 7:10 to go in the fourth. If you're not excited for this series of plays, I don't know if anything will get you excited. Here's Avon. Pressure to the top of the court. A pass cross court. Whistle blows. Another timeout from Avon.
Just one more. Yeah.
Avon calls another 60-second timeout.
Avon calls a 60-second timeout. Don't forget, on the road on Saturday, wrestling takes on the HK Cougar Duels, as that'll be at Haddam Killingworth High School starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday. On Sunday, girls ice hockey takes on Amity, Cheshire, and North Haven on the road at 4 p.m. at the Louis Storno Ice Rink in Hamden. And next Monday, boys basketball is back in the house, taking on Ram with a 6:45 tip-off. That same night at 5:30 on the road, girls gymnastics takes on Conard. Once again, thank you for supporting WHS Athletics.
And that's the upcoming schedule for Wethersfield here. It's going to be a good one, and I think the big question on everybody's mind is, can the Eagles overcome the rest of this deficit? They've put a lot of pressure on Avon here in the beginning of this fourth quarter. We're only 1 minute and 2 seconds into it. And I think the key for Avon is you have to give it over to Brokenshire and serve and shoot ad nauseum from beyond the arc. It worked for the past 3 quarters. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You have to go for it here in the fourth. But then again, that heavy pressure, they're not letting Avon sit still with the ball. A split, a pass beyond the arc. Here comes Avon, top of the court. Heavy pressure again. And Finelli, he is chanting back there, cheering on his team. That full court press, the Finelli special. Back in town from the arc. Hits it.
Avon 3 by number 14, Aiden serve.
And I gotta say, what did I tell you? Give it to serve and shoot beyond the arc ad nauseum. Worked for 3 quarters. No reason why it wouldn't work for another 8 minutes. Here's Lemos. Lemos into Rivera. The putback is good.
Eagles 2 by number 11, Jomar Feliciano.
Avon back down the court. From beyond the arc to serve. Again!
Avon 3 by number 14, Aiden serve.
And Aiden serve heats up from the beyond the stripe. Here's Lemos for 3. Overshoots it. A block, nearly a steal. Picked back up by Avon. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter.
Watch the double.
Here's Avon moving with the ball. And a 2.
Avon 2 by number 3, Isaac Aguilar.
Good job, sir.
Wethersfield calls a 60-second timeout.
And so now Wethersfield feeling the heat as they trail by 12. And man, this is an incredible night for the likes of Aiden Serb, dropping threes from all over town tonight. He is having himself a game.
33
Man, oh man, is this game exciting. And I don't mean that sarcastically, I mean it so much that I think, starting to lose my voice. So this may be an issue, but the good thing is we got Thursday off, so I don't have to, well, not from school, but athletics-wise, we got Thursday off. And again, in about another 20 minutes, we've got hockey action. That one unable to be broadcasted due to a scheduling conflict. Wethersfield and Simsbury, game 2 of that 2-game season series. Inbound by Wethersfield, sent over to Ruiz. Ruiz has the ball stripped. Set back over to Avon for 3. They miss off the front rim. Back over to Ruiz Rivera. Rob sets it in from the top of the court. Now to Ruiz, loses the ball, rebounded by Knapp. The jump ball, who's got it? Eagles possession, and Tommy Daly comes in.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 12, Tommy Daly.
Daly will sub in, a 12-point deficit between these two schools.
Isaac, 5, get 5.
And the court general, Chris Pedra. Shot going to be called off here.
That's his third coach.
Yeah.
14 against for Avon.
Avon foul called against number 14. Aiden serve is third of the game. Eagles possession.
And that is the team fourth tonight. Here's the chance, deep down the court, by the top of the court, in fact. Here's a three by Freitas. Oh, can't get it. Does Feliciano have the putback? No. No second chance rebound. 4.5 to go. We're nearly halfway through this quarter. It's Avon working through. Here's, oh, a drive to the basket and a foul against Feliciano. Feliciano can't believe it. Wethersfield will actually come against Andrew Knapp.
Wethersfield foul called against number 23, Andrew Knapp. His first of the game, 2 shots.
And so going into the line, looks like it's going to be number 13, Tyler Brokenshire. And he'll bank in one off the back of the rim. Brokenshire banks the first one into the hoop. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. So we're about, again, halfway through this final stanza. Second free throw is good. And here comes a full court press by Avon. You can see it. Deep down the court to Ruiz. No coverage. Easy points.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
And so here's Avon back down the court. They work it back to the stripe. Here's Feliciano. Ooh, and it looks like they were trying to get an and one. They can't make the shot, and this will be a foul on Avon.
Hey, clock, kill it. Blue to me. Marsh, blue.
Avon foul called against number 2, Jad Eldon. His second of the game.
Kill the game circle. Try to burn it.
4:02 left in the fourth quarter.
2 shots.
2 shots for Wethersfield. Jomar Feliciano at the stripe. He got the first one. TJ Smith coming in.
Blue, press breaker. Marsh, get here.
And here we are for the second one at the Masters. 4:02 to go. And he makes both.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 4, TJ Smith.
Dad, you'll have Isaac.
And so it's 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the quarter. Down the court he goes. Oh! Andrew Knapp, defensive genius. Here's a shot, and he got it.
Eagles 2 by number 5, Jack Freitas.
This turns into an 8-point game. Eagles trying to rally the troops in the final 3.5 minutes. Here's Avon down the court. You're going to have to heavily cover serve. He's wide open by the perimeter. But Freitas applying heavy pressure. Inside. Tip by Smith. Can't pick up the ball. Inside the paint. A foul. Count the basket. Looks like he'll count the basket for number 13.
Count the basket for Avon, 13, Tyler Brokenshire. Wethersfield foul assessed to number 5, Jack Freitas, his 4th of the game, 1 shot.
Brokenshire again from the line, and it's seen in so far tonight's game. He rarely misses, and he showcases again the prowess from the line. Brokenshire and Serb having a phenomenal night. And not to forget Isaac Aguilar as well. 3 minutes to go, a tip right into the hands of Coach Finelli. No subs coming here. 3:05 is what we've got left in this one. Freitas sends it into Daly. Daly works the court, he'll cross half court into the offensive zone. It's Freitas. He's got the ball. Now to Ruiz Rivera. Rivera. Travel. And that could be a rally killer. 61-50, 2:49 to go in the fourth. Feliciano subs back in.
Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 11, Jomar Feliciano.
Feliciano checks back in as Avon gets the inbound here. 2:48, a deep pass, almost like a quarterback. Looks like Brokenshire careens into Chris Pedra. Everyone's going to be all right after the collision, but the possession changes hands.
Turning the ball over, Blue.
It's Ruiz Rivera who inbounds it to Daly. 2:40 to go, and Daly's got the ball. Tommy Daly sets it into Feliciano. Feliciano to net. We've got a sub coming in for Wethersfield, the next stoppage, I would assume. Feliciano for three. Got it!
Eagles 3 by number 11, Jomar Feliciano. Wethersfield calls a 30-second timeout.
So with a 30-second timeout, Jomar Feliciano from the corner hits a beautiful three-point shot, and we've got 2:23 to go in the fourth and final quarter. Again, if you're just joining us here tonight, I'm Jimmie Clark, voice of the Eagles, pulling double duty tonight, PA and play-by-play. Not the typical forte for basketball, but we're here nonetheless, and I'll be here throughout the week as we await for Josh Barbara to return for basketball play-by-play as per usual. Of course, it's been quite a game tonight.
Stop setting screens for each other. Just spread out wide.
2:23 to go in the fourth. It's been a good game so far. Eagles trailing by about 8 points. Eagles trailing by 8. It's a few possessions that separate the two teams tonight. Avon has the ball. A tip nearly pulled back in by Feliciano as Ruiz had the tip. Out of bounds, Avon continues to control. 2:16 to go, 61-53 remains the score. Avon with the inbound. They bring it across into their own zone. Down across center court. A reach in by Ruiz. Here's the 2-on-1. Oh, and they're going to call a foul against Ruiz Rivera.
Wethersfield foul against number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. Subbing in for Wethersfield, number 5, Jack Freitas. Subbing in for Avon, number 32, Emmett Morenstein.
And so as Wethersfield hits their 7th team foul, Avon gets into the bonus, and it's 61-53, 2:06 to go. We've got 2 minutes, that's right, 120 seconds left in tonight's contest. But don't worry, there's more basketball on the way. On Friday night, 6:45, girls basketball has Rocky Hill. And a 2 by Lemos.
Eagles 2 by number 32, Ethan Lemos.
Here comes Avon down the court. Ruiz applying pressure, him and Feliciano. Jar the ball loose, up in the paint. Andrew Knapp goes for a block. Comes down a little too hard, and that's a foul on Brokenshire.
Wethersfield foul assist to number 23, Andrew Knapp. Second of the game. 2 shots.
So we see 2 free throws for Brokenshire. He showed his prowess from the stripe all night tonight. Hits again. I believe in this game once we saw a rare miss by Brokenshire, but looks like they're going to check his jersey for something here. Not sure if they're checking for blood on the jersey. Oh, he's got a slash on him. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Brokenshire will have a sub come in for him.
Subbing in for Avon, number 14, Aiden Serb.
So quickly, it'll be athletic trainer Scott Applebaum to check it out. We're gonna hope it's not too serious. Doesn't look that serious, as it doesn't look like he was in too much pain, but that is one mighty cut he's got. 1:34 now to go in the fourth quarter. The sub shoots for him. He'll make both, and one of them on Brokenshire's behalf. Gotta say, if we come up with a player for the game, it's a tight race between Serb and Brokenshire tonight. I might just have to say Serb. And a foul assessed to number 11, I believe.
Wethersfield foul assist to number 11, Jomar Feliciano, his third of the game.
And so we'll see a 1-and-1 here, it appears. Brokenshire heads back to the bench, and Isaac Aguilar will make the first one. A minute 21 to go here in the fourth. It is a 9-point lead for Avon. Wethersfield tied the game at one point, had the lead at one point. Was up by double digits at one point, if you can believe that. Inbound for Wethersfield to bring the ball in. Here's Lemos to Knapp. Knapp back to Lemos. Lemos, the corner for Ruiz. Just comes up short.
1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
And this should be double bonus for Avon with the 10th team foul.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 32, Ethan Lemos, his second of the game and 2 shots.
So Avon in the double bonus with 58.9 to go in the fourth. Join us again Friday night. Girls basketball playing Rocky Hill. Sound like a broken record, but we can't stress that game quite enough. It's going to be a good one, and it's going to be a conference battle. I think the only downside to this season for Wethersfield is the boys team does not get 2 games against Rocky Hill. That was arguably a more intense rivalry than them and Newington in basketball. At least basketball-wise, that was the more intense rivalry. Always games that I think would wind up as ESPN Instant Classics when those two met. But they only met once this year, and it was in Rocky Hill, so the Rocky Hill boys team does not travel to Wethersfield. Foul on Knapp. Ooh.
23. Push them to their shots.
And 2 shots here, so yep, it will be 23 that gets it.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 23, Andrew Knapp, his third of the game, 2 shots.
So with his third of the game, it's 67-55. Back to the stripe. At the stripe is Jad Elda.
Hold that foul up, Jad.
42.4 to go in this fourth quarter. And Elda will make both. 40 seconds now to go, and again, we were so glad he could join us this evening. Ruiz hits 2.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera. Wethersfield calls a 60-second timeout.
So with Wethersfield in the 60-second timeout, we've got 34.7 seconds to go. And again, I will repeat as a broken record, Friday night we'll be back here on stream bringing you girls basketball as they're back in town against the Rocky Hill Terriers. It'll be 6:45 tip-off live here on Blue Eagle News. And again, so glad you could join us. A new episode of Blue Eagle News will be coming out very soon. I believe that episode will air on Friday, as always. Of course, we hope that the teachers that may be watching the stream tonight, you show it in your second period class. And that would be very much enjoyed by our production manager, Olivia Dizes, who works tirelessly to make sure the production goes off without a hitch. And it is quite a production that we do put on here at Blue Eagle News. And again, so glad you could join us on a Thursday night. Looks like the refs trying to hurry up Coach Chris Pedra and the Avon boys team.
Because it's still like
69-57 is the score. And now the ref is really hurrying it along.
Go Wars, go Wars!
I don't know what Avon could be setting up a big play for. They're up by double digits here. Foul by Wethersfield, almost the obvious call as Ruiz Rivera will foul.
Legal play.
Wethersfield foul against number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera, his second of the game. 2 shots.
Only his second in the game for Robert Ruiz Rivera. 32.3 to go in the fourth and final quarter. Free throw is good. So it's Isaac Aguilar who's in there, and it's now 70-57. Looking for 71, and they will get it. Avon dominant from the charity stripe tonight. Here's Ruiz, in with a 2.
Eagles 2 by number 2, Robert Ruiz Rivera.
And a steal, here's Freitas with 2.
Eagles 2 by number 5, Jack Freitas.
Avon avoiding the fouls here effortlessly. And the next foul will come with 5.7 seconds.
Wethersfield foul assessed to number 11, Jomar Feliciano, his 4th of the game, 2 shots.
So his 4th of the game, 1 more and he'll be done for the night. But I don't think that's going to be an issue with 5.7 left on the board.
Yeah.
72-61, it's an 11-point lead for Avon. Avon leads by 11. And now 12. 73-61, they will roll the ball, of course, until Ruiz touches it. They cannot start the clock. He finally gets his hand on it. 3 at the buzzer, misses, no fouls. That's the ball game. Avon will sweep the Eagles this season. And there's your final score.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final score of this evening's contest, Avon 73, Wethersfield 61. We thank you for attending this evening's contest, and please drive home safely.
So a 73-61 final here from Wethersfield. That marks the end of tonight's contest. I'm not sure if that's really the final. They just killed the board way before I could read it off again, so I don't know. Guess they're looking to get out of here quickly tonight. As I am informed by the managers, 73-61 is indeed the final score. Thank you so much for joining us here on Blue Eagle News. For me, Jimmie Clark, for Luke, for Olivia, for the rest of our broadcast team, we thank you so much for joining us. Until we see each other again, so long, everybody. Have a great evening.